Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grimreaper connect you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully doing well and hopefully looking after yourself on a positive start to the day wherever you are in the world. So we're back on my account today and we're going to be playing with the one and only RAPHAEL in today's video. I'm going to show you on how to build him. So it doesn't matter if you're mid game, early game, late game or end game. We'll be talking about all potential builds that will work for your RAPHAEL and the best way of making them work. Now, this is going to be kind of done with Donny. Donny was the fusion champion of the four turtles, and obviously Raphael was the Path Event, no, sorry, Deck of Fate champion. So we're going to go over his kit today. His kit is super, not the strongest out of all the turtles, probably the weakest turtle. However, I still think Raphael is a decent nuker and a decent champion overall. I think he has got great synergy with the turtles in total, and I think he looks absolutely brilliant. Now, with him having the weakest kit out of all of them, he's still got really solid multipliers. We're going to be doing today's video without the without the blessing, because I'm actually not going to be doing the blessing for Raphael on my account because I'm working on saving for Leonardo for his soul, etc. So you can see here in his kit he has a attack 1 MA 3 times. He will come in with a Veil and Inkillable, which is great on the E3, with a Berserk, which is going to be important for his kit. On the AoE or attack, he will ignore shields and block damage buffs if attacking under Berserk by this champion. If the is not there, so the inflictors under shields will be increased. He also gets each critical hit from his champion will increase his champion's turn meter by 10%, which is amazing. And then he has a block revive on E1, which is super cool as well. Now, Raphael is probably the hardest one to get out of the three turtles because at the moment we haven't done the guaranteed for Leo. So it's really the hardest way to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the optimizer up and we're going to do a how to build him on the optimizer. Once the optimizer loads up with our information, and we'll go ahead and put him into this. Now, let's talk about his blessings, masteries, sorry. So going to Raphael, we're going to go into his kit and we're going to do his masteries. So we're going to go to, obviously, gem them. Why not? We're going to come in with the critical rate. Now, he does ignore shields from this if they're under the Berserk debuff. However, it's not all the time. So for me, I'm going to take this. You can rather take something else if you want. But for me, I'm going to take this just in case I'm not under shields. Then we're going to take Ruthless Ambush. It's one of my favorite damage masteries, personally for myself. And it increases target when it's 40% less as well, which is going to be great. Then I'm going to come with Cycle of Violence, so he has the option to turn around his skills faster with the AoE. And then we're going to come in with damage as well, because everyone should have higher HP than him as he's attack base. Then he will also come in with a kill stick because he's arena champion with the Hammer Smasher with this as well. Now, I want the chances of him to counterattack, so we are going to come down the defense tree and take the counterattack mastery Retribution. Now, if you want, you can swap out Methodical or Kill Stake and take Deterrence as well, which will give you a second option to counterattack. Now, there is a few ways of building him. It's going to be quite difficult with trying to get the Berserk on him with Stone Skin. Obviously, Stone Skin will block that, and Donny also will cleanse off as well. So, getting the optimizer up as we speak, so we can show you on how to build him. For the relic, I will be honest, I feel like it's more achievable for late game and end game players to put a relic on him, then get the blessing, and hopefully you guys are saving for Leo because he is the better turtle out of the three. So for today's showcase, we're going to be taking the rare relic what everyone can access inside the game. I've done takeovers even on early game accounts and mid game accounts where they've had the access to this relic. And in the day, it's a bit of extra damage as well. For the gemstone, you can do anything that you've got. For me, I actually don't have anything good at all. So we're going to leave that empty. And then for the Raphael, we're going to build them up on an optimizer. So let me go ahead and change my screen. And then we can see Raphael here. So the Raphael, we're going to go with damage mode on the optimizer. We're not going to change anything here because it's going to be for arena. And then you can, if you want, go ahead and change all this to damage. So you're going to do attack ascension along the top. If you want to go ahead and put in fresh gear and use your sundown oil and dust. Here you'll go with speed or attack. And then here you'll go with the attack. And then I would recommend to take critical damage on the optimizer here. On the banner, you're going to go with attack ascension and critical damage on an amulet, and then the attack here as well. This is how you would put this on the optimizer with all these shenanigans. Now you can also change the main stats of the gear, which would be again attack on the chest. On one of the boots, you go speed or attack percentage, depending on the speed that you want to build with the turtle, depending on what you've got. Now, I don't think he's a crazy champion, but he is quite a fun champion. And this would be allowing you to go ahead and gear him up for the best of this. Now, for the gloves, you're going to go in with critical rate or critical damage. Again, depending where you are in the game. If you're a late game or early game, you're going to be coming in with a critical damage. And again, I'm going to go ahead and reset this because today we're going to put in my strongest gear. So we're going to enable this strongest gear. We want to make sure that we do this champion showcase well. Now we need to remember we don't have a blessing at all. So I'm going to go a basic speed of 250. Now for in-game players like myself, 250 is a minimum requirement for this. Now if you're late game, 220 is fine. And then mid game and early game, 200 is perfectly fine. We don't need anything else on this here. Now we're going to go to the sets, and now if you're a in-game player or late game, you should be trying to go savage or ignore defense sets. So savage, savage, lethal, or instinct with 4-piece stone skin, ideally. Now you can also go ignore defense set or also with reaction as well if you wanted to put the berserk on him. I think with this speed that we're running, personally, he's going to fall over really early, especially if that. So I want extra protection on mine, and I am going to recommend to go stone skin as well. So in today's video, we're going to go savage and we're going to go stone skin. Again, we can't land the berserk on us, but it's okay because I want that extra protection in case the enemy goes before us. I want to make sure that we're protecting him. Now again, if you're mid-game, you should be able to get a savage set if you can, or ignore defense to pick up the instinct from the forge pass. Overall, as long as you're over 250 critical damage with fairly decent attack, you're perfectly fine to run savage. For early game and for mid-game accounts that don't have savage, stats over sets a minimum of 250 critical damage with the relic and high attack as possible, obviously 100% critical rate and with decent speed, which we spoke about already. That's how you're going to build your Raphael to be successful in the arena. Obviously, we're going to go through and search out for our best gear. Now, we have got no blessing or anything like that, so it's going to really affect our stats a lot. So you can see here we've got 6,300 attack, 250 speed, 295 critical rate. It's nothing special, I will be honest. For my gear, my stats normally, this is normally way more crazier. I'm normally around about 7k attack, but you can see the ring, etc. is still quite fresh. Now we'll come in with these. I think this is looking fairly strong. And we'll go ahead and roll this ring up. We do get a double attack there, which is quite nice. I wonder why it didn't pick out Lazarus's ring, because Lazarus' ring is a triple attack. Oh, because Lazarus is Lizardman. Never mind, it's the one that's Lizardman. So we're going to go ahead and equip this for today's video. So you can see here we've got 4-piece stone skin. We did get a piece of reaction in and 4-piece savage as well. And these are the stats that we're going to be taking him into showcase. I'm going to go get Donnie ready now for the showcase. We'll put a team together that's free to play, it's easily accessible, and then we'll take him out in arena. Okay, so we're gone ahead and we have built up Donny. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna build our arena team. We're gonna come with Donny. We do need another turtle with Raphael at least to get the best out of Raphael. And then we're gonna bring in a increased attack champion, which will be our Arbiter for today's showcase. And then we will need to bring a CC champion that will be available for pretty much all of us. Something that can deal with stone skin, something that can slow down enemy to allow Raphael and Donny to do their job together, which obviously will be Fabian, as we all have our Fabian on our accounts. Now I didn't check if Fabian was built, so I'm gonna go ahead and check his speed. Yeah, his speed is fine. Now for the turn order, you want to make sure you got Donny at the back and he's going to protect your team. Now I haven't equipped the blessing for Donny yet, as I am planning to build him on my account for Arena once I secure Leo and then kind of just build them. I'm going to be building the turtles for fun for my account. There won't be a major stable on my arena teams, but I think they could definitely offer me something fun and exciting to use outside seasons for like arena. I do feel like there is a strategy inside the turtles itself when there's four of the turtles, which should be quite good for 3 versus 3. Probably not siege to be honest at my level, but for 3 versus 3 arena, they might offer me something different there. And generally for Leo and Donny, I feel like they're really strong together overall. So Arbiter's obviously in here for the revive. She's also going to be in here for the increased attack as well, which is going to be super important. And she's going to enable Raphael to go first. I feel like he is a go first champion, and that's just the way it's going to be. Raphael's just been, sorry, Donny's just been built with reasonable speed. So he's going to do his shenanigans there. And then obviously we're going to be CCing here. We have a nice in here, which is pretty much one of the best arena teams, one of the best arena champions in the game. And maybe we won't be successful here. They're not a gold 5 strategy. We're not very high up in the arena, if I'm being honest, because I don't see them as that type of champion. Either way, he's going to be a fun champion to use. So you can see here we're going to Arbiter into Fabian. We could play the skill cooldowns. We could also do this. I feel like we'll just do the A1 and see what we can do. So first of all, we want to deal with Freya because Freya's passive is super difficult. Freya's gone down. She's now being blocked to revive, which is amazing. Here, we're going to protect our Leo, so we're going to put up our Raphael, so we're going to put up the Unkillable, which should be okay. Oh, I made a mistake, he has to kill. So I need to get used to these champions. So we'll come in, we'll see what he will do here. Now, I did think that we locked out the champions, but unfortunately it looks like we weak hit, etc. on the nice. So I will come in and cleanse. So he's going to be a cool champion. So Raphael did go down. And then we'll see what we can do here. We go ahead and come through here. I think we can reset our skills. So we're going to go here. No, okay. We'll come in here again. Let's see, we'll attack all enemies. Okay, you can see 142 on the nice there, which is pretty good damage. Okay, we just got laid out by the nice there, which is a bit unfortunately. I think we screwed up, so we're gonna go back in here and see what we can do again. I think we dealt with the Freya very well. I feel like we got a little bit lucky on the nice. So we'll tackle enemies here again. Okay, all the skills are on cooldown this time. Let's go into her. Cool. Okay, she's going to revive because she got locked out. She's going to go into the second one, which is fine. This time we're going to come in the AoE. So we took out him, which is great. This time we do see the A1. So we're going to try and get rid of that. We don't. So that's fine. We're going to do a cleanse there and a continuous heal. We're going to attack one enemy. We're going to try to get this. Nice. That's here. We have the unkillable, etc. Let's see what we can do. Okay, he's gone down to that. That's terrific. I didn't actually expect that, but that was a cool little ability there. We can do the AoE for the reset, and then he's going to go ahead and finish it off there. Really, really strong team. RAPHAEL actually coming out with some really good damage. Bear in mind, we haven't even got a blessing. Now I'm planning to do his blessing anyway from the shop, either way, which is going to be a cool ability. Now this is more of a team that most of you guys will be trying to farm on a daily basis. So this is a really good team to kind of show you on what he can do. But you can see that revive is a block revive on E1 is very, very strong. But you need a way to do a stone skin. So you need to bring in a bomb champion, a burn champion, or you need a way to use like a strip champion like Fabian or Armatz A3, for example, or Lady Makagi as well. Anyway, so here we'll come in and we'll try and get the block revive on him, Roland, I guess, because he is quite squishy. We've gone into block revive into reaction. That's fine. He's just had a cooldown there. So we've got AoE here. So let me go with the AoE. We take out the whole team. Up to A2 here if we can. No, unsuccessful there. So we'll go ahead, cleanse off our shenanigans with CC here. Now I picked Fabian because I feel like a lot of us have Fabian. So as he was a fusion, I think this year, if I'm not mistaken. We have Taurus and Marishka here. Taurus and Marishka is going to be very difficult to deal with, but we're going to give it a go. We also have Empress to deal with as well. I think Empress could be another fun champion to use these type of champions with. Now Taurus is going to counter-attack me here, so we need to deal with Taurus quite quickly. Overall, he's going to kill thingy there. Okay, no, we didn't because of Donnie's passive. So let me see, let me take out Empress first. Okay, there's a block revive on Empress. You see good damage. So you can see that the passive from the turtles is quite strong. We want to try and deal with Taurus next if we can. Okay, no worries. His passive does really make us struggle against this. Unfortunately, their Fabians locked us out, which I'm not too sure how he got his shenanigans. Yeah, so we've gone down to the petrification now. I'm not too sure. That's two fights we've not got locked out on. Okay, we can wait. Let's try. Let's see, do we die? Okay. You see. Will get me killed. Yeah, there's not much we can really do. We need to wait for the revive. Okay, we've gone down anyway. He just said, "I got you, bro," on his passive. We're gonna go back in and we're gonna try again. I feel like we're really unlucky on the Fabian there because we didn't lock him out. Fabian should have been on a cooldown for sure. So let me try this again. Okay, everyone's on the lockout there. We dealt with his stone skin, which you can see is what we want to do. So he goes down again, block revive. We wanted to try to deal with Taurus as much as possible, so we've got weaken up there. There's no reason for me to do the AoE here because Taurus will counterattack me. You can see there we do get some damage on Taurus, which is quite nice. We're gonna do the petrification on Taurus to stop him doing his shenanigans. We can then block revive him, I think. Okay, cool. There's a second block revive. You can see how Donny is going to be very, very important for you to do this strategy here. So again, we can come in with the A1 there because Taurus is left, sorry, Mariska is left alone. So Donny just offering that extra support. And then we can come in and do the reset, target her. Cool. Increase attack's going to be super important. You can see here how strong these turtles are, for sure, if you play them correctly. Maybe I didn't play them correctly, but you can see here, he's got good survivability mechanics. I really think he's a strong champion overall. Then we have another strong team there, which would be quite interesting to see if we can survive the onslaught from this dwarf. We're picking quite difficult champions to deal with because we've got a lot of champions here with some interesting passives, which are a little bit different to go up against. We did weaker against Armads, which will cause me issue, or we weak hit against him twice. So we're going to go ahead and block revive him. Boom, he's gone to sleep. Let me see if we can deal with his passive. Can we hit hard enough to get through? No. So he was able to stay ahead of us. Let me go ahead and do the ability there. Keeps himself alive. Let me go ahead with the A1. He's a super strong champion. We want to make sure we are dealing with him as much as possible. We go with the Arbiter there. And then again, we're going to come in with that as well. Super, super strong champion. I feel like everyone said that he wasn't so strong. But honestly, I think he's a great champion. I don't feel like all the turtles together will make a great team. I know there's been content made about them, but I feel like sometimes you just need to bring some other things between them, and then there is some synergy there. So we need a way to deal with Stone Skin, which is like so. We want to take out Gizmak because he's going to cause me some issues. We actually don't hit hard enough for the Gizmak. Feel like if there's a blessing, a better relic there for sure, we probably do kill him. So it's just A1 here. We could do the A3 there and actually put in killable up. That's one option. So there is like a built-in type of mechanics against him. We got Donny's passive coming in here, there, and protecting RAPHAEL, for example. And then we do lose him there, which is fine. They have got quite a bit of stone skin on. So there isn't much to do, so let's play the strengthen. This will give us a bit of survivability mechanics. There isn't no reason to play the A3, really. So if we can get a go before these, we want to try and kill the Arbiter with the A3. So we can put the inkillable and protect ourselves. And again, go ahead with the reset to see what we can do. Again, the reset also helps Fabian because he's going to get his skills background. And then we also given ourselves a way to deal with the boys with adding some type of survivability and then coming in again. You can see here we're hitting pretty hard, 390,000 on E1. He's going to struggle against a team like this. Like this team is just on the next level. I will not lie to you guys, but okay, we'll come in with this one. I don't want to make this video like super long. So again, with reasonable gear with the RAPHAEL, I feel like it is reasonable stats. I don't feel like the stats are too crazy. I know some of you guys will think, oh, the stats are a bit too crazy. We did weak it against the Armads again, unfortunately, which sucks. So we're going to take out her first because she can be some problem. So she was able to go ahead and survive that. So let's go like that again. I think 4 it does kind of hurt me here. Let me try and petrification him. He's going to be a problem for us for sure. We just counter attack there. You can see if he didn't have the stone skin, he would have had some issues there. So we try and knock back his turn meter. We do have AoE here, so let me go ahead and kill them. We want to make sure that we're not making the Sigford flip without making him flip right. So we want to make sure that we can come in with this. We can bring some type of unkillable. Armad is block revived already, so you see he's not under berserk. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, he was able to go ahead, not wipe us out because we survived. That's pretty cool. So we actually got rid of the block damage there due to the shenanigans. Now we're dealing with Sigford. Sigford is a crazy, crazy strong champion. Obviously, I'm a very used to doing arena content, so it's easier for me to deal with these type of champions for sure. I won't deny that. Again, RAPHAEL coming in with 248. So like people are saying, oh, don't build stone skin. I totally disagree. I feel like you still do go stone skin. This will be the last fight for the video. Again, none of these teams are like super difficult. I do feel like they do have their limitations. They're not going to be in here like doing some crazy stuff against like all mythical teams, etc. But they can definitely work if used correctly. Let me try and go ahead and go for the block revive there. He's weak affinity, so we got a little bit unlucky. Just wanted him out of the picture really. And again, you can see there that he was able to survive the unkillable. Now, if you do get locked out, there is a way where this might, in some situation, work out as okay because you could use the A1s to kind of do their stuff. Now, in this fight, we're being super, super unlucky. We could have also gone for the Empress there, which would have been a better idea, Grim. But again, we're just being really unlucky against the Fabian, which has been like the second or third time in this video. And he goes ahead and gets a block revive instead. So let me go ahead. Let me make sure he's got accuracy, because he's been resisted a few times a day. Or we just ran into like, yeah, 720. Or we just ran into like a lot of penetrations, etc. Okay, let me come in with A3. Play the lockout. Yo, we got resisted on the Fabian. Okay, that must be a high resistance Fabian. Okay, let me try against this one again. Double weak hit. Okay, so something a bit different on the Fabian. I mean, you don't see a high resistance Fabian a lot. So yeah, we're just going to get screwed over by Empress there. It's a shame. However, you can definitely make this work overall. So let me go ahead and show you the final build again with the turtles. You can see that the Fabian has like 4-piece Sonic, 700 accuracy, 400 speed. Relic is going to be the Stagnator. And then Arbiter's just coming in with this. 410 speed with one as submissive. They're not my fastest champions on my account. And then Donny has Sifi's gear, which is going to come in at 396. Again, you can build resistance into him with proper relics and builds, etc. you can make that work, but we're just using it for the A1 for the RAPHAEL synergy. And then these are the stats again: 6,400, 250 speed, and then 316 critical damage. Again, I think he's a fun champion, honestly, and he's pretty cool. Would I go ahead and give him like cat gaze and stuff? Probably not, but I feel like he hits hard enough to get the job done. You know, end of the day, most of you guys will just be farming like silver and lower tiers and gold. It could be a fun type of synergy champion for some siege defenses on a lower level. I'm not talking about tier 8, but maybe tier 5, tier 4 in siege. And it can definitely do a job on offensive side for sure and offer you something a bit different. It's also worth noting it's really hard to get a good force affinity nukers. Obviously, Empress is going to be free, it's going to be your first one. And then after that, it's quite hard. You've got the fusion going on right now, which is also P versus P, crazy good. I would rather probably have her soul than RAPHAEL's if I had to pick out the two. And it's one of the reasons why I'm actually not going to do his 5, because he's going to cost me 20 sacreds. I want to do Leo and his soul, which is going to be between 40 to 50 sacreds. And then I'm probably going to go and do this fusion soul, which would be another 20 sacreds. So I don't want to burn all my sacreds because I want a good stockpile for Christmas. Either way, I think he's a good top tier champion. He's a quite good. I don't feel like he's that bad at all. As usual, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I've been Grim. Hopefully you enjoy this. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peace.